It starts with a slight Hatered.
I really do hate dating apps. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Trenton Talks. As you can tell in this episode, we are going to be talking about dating apps because, oh boy, do I have some thoughts on them. I first just want to start off with, the general reason why I don't like dating apps. I am usually the person that I would like to be friends with the person first and then start getting into the dating and relationship with that in that aspect, just so I can have that deep personal connection with someone first before I move on to that. And Tinder, Bumble, whatever ones that exist, really make it hard for me to have the spark that I would normally have when I'm looking for a partner, because I don't really know much about the person when I'm looking through the photos, when I'm looking through the bios, when I'm looking through anything. I don't know basically anything about the person, and I feel like that only the people on the dating apps, they also just kind of treat it like it's their Instagram, except for trying to fuck or to date, and I'm not really about that life. As if you look at any dating app, there's gonna be I rarely saw when I was on with my experience with Tinder, and I'm mainly gonna be talking about Tinder in this video, but I think, and I'll also talk about Bumble as well, because Bumble I actually like a little bit better from Tinder, but only based from what I'm hearing. Now with Tinder, everyone's taking the getting the best pictures of themselves on there, and usually pictures are the first thing you see on the dating app, besides probably the name and then the bio. And you are going based off the pictures. And I just feel like if those pictures are too extravagant, like if they're just posting pictures of themselves on a vacation, or, instead of being at home or a goofy picture or anything like that, then it just doesn't clash well with me. Because you're starting to bring the superficial life that you bring from your Instagram account onto your Tinder or Bumble account or any of the others. And I personally don't see how I'm supposed to get your personality in when it looks like you're trying to hide your life. And I'd rather have my partner comfortable with their life before they date me, because it'll honestly just be a mess if they're not, and then they'll feel self-conscious about their life and their living expenses and etc. etc. So again, I really don't get much of the face-to-face, not even face-to-face connection, but yeah, we'll get there too. I don't even get much of the connection that I would even by the pictures. And the second thing is the bio. Now the bio actually if utilized correctly, was actually one of my favorite parts about Tinder, because I would not instantly judge the person off of looks or off their pictures, because I feel like they might lead a double life. I would instantly go to their bio to look at the things that they like, to look at the things that they believe in, because usually people like to be upfront and put those things in the bio, to which I greatly appreciated it when people were openly and honest on dating apps and giving full honesty in their bios. I really don't think it's that hard to begin with, to be fair, but also, I'm not you watching this video. You could stretch the truth a little bit on your dating bio, and I wouldn't know. Another general gripe with Tinder is the swipe to match thing, because honestly, when I was on Tinder, I'm usually not very not that self-conscious about my body. Yeah, I am sometimes, but I feel like everyone sometimes is. The swipe to match Tinder thing completely crushed my ego and would actually turn it into some sort of a game for me, and I wasn't feeling comfortable with the way that my mind and me were perceiving as dating was equaling a game, because I don't feel like dating is a game. Dating is something that you really want to do when you share the deep connection with someone you particularly want to love. And my mind just turned Tinder into oh, it's a game. I'm getting swiped to match based off of looks, and I'm also doing that to other people. It's it's so wrong. It's all so fucking wrong. And there's people out there that actually do treat Tinder, things like that, like a game. There's people out there that only do like Tinder dates or Bumble dates to get a free meal, not even to get to know you or anything like that. And honestly, it's so shitty. Because also another thing is, again, you don't really know the person fully when you are on the dating apps. So you have more of a likely of getting either lied to or getting just fucked with in such a major way that would probably make you lose trust if you didn't really have the trustworthiness in people. And honestly, that just fucking sucks, especially if you're a trustworthy person. Alright, another thing that we're going to get to is the chatting. No, actually, the chatting system was saved to last, because chatting on Tinder and things like that are actually fine if you aren't socially awkward like I am sometimes. But another thing I really want to touch on is subscription services. Why the fuck do dating apps have subscription services? Like, I know it's to make more money out of you, right? That's obviously pretty clear. Dating services aren't free to run. They cost money. And unfortunately, that's just the awful truth. But you could have the money in other ways with advertising or things like that. But you choose to do it by exploiting the people who are on the platform. Keep in mind, who are pretty lonely and just want someone to talk to. You exploit them by trying to instantly shove a subscription service in your face. That's fucking that's insane. Why? Why would you do that? That's actually I don't understand why you would want to alienate your user base like that. I think I'm done talking about Tinder because honestly, I have my gripes with Tinder. The best thing about its chatting feature, because the chatting is, as long as you can you both match each other, the chatting is fine. And then my Bumble, I think, is better out of the Tinder and Bumble debate that some people actually have. Bumble, in all honesty, sounds better because less likelihood that you have creeps on Bumble than you do on Tinder. Because we all know that men, not a majority of men, but some men can definitely be a little bit creepy to women. And definitely Bumble might be the way to go if you're women, because, you start the conversation first. You have to start it first. So no guy can easily just send you like an unsolicited dick pic or something like that. But that doesn't really negate all of it, because women can be creeps too. I'm not saying, I'm not just gonna rag on men here. I'm also gonna rag on the women a little bit, because even though it's not as many cases as women being creeped towards men, it can still happen. But Bumble definitely seems like the safer bet. But anyways, that's going to have to do it for this episode of Trenton Talks. Thank you for watching / listening. Seems like I got a monthly schedule here going on, but if you want more videos from me and you are into Just Dance, check out my Just Dance channel in the description down below, and catch me live here and on Twitch. And I will be back. Don't know when. I'll be back though.